Hello and welcome back, my friends. This is Hambbage, and we're here for another hardcore vanilla Minecraft. We are smack dab in the middle of, our darkroom spawner build, and I hope you guys are getting a chance to see these loaded up. I know I was having dinner, stepped outside, another gorgeous evening, and as I did that, I was a little disheartened to see that my previous video, the 83 maybe, it's just sitting on YouTube saying 99% complete processing. So I don't know. It was like that for quite a while, longer than just a normal break. So I don't know if that's ever going to get done or not, but not to fear. If it doesn't go, we'll upload a bunch of them overnight, and they'll just populate when they populate. But this is going to be part 2. We are walking through building a darkroom spawner. I don't know who to exactly credit for the darkroom spawner. It's game mechanics, and it's been around as long as I've been watching Minecraft videos. I know. The HCMC challenge and stuff, John Bam's had quite a run of it, but he's just one of many players. The various worlds and things often will start with a darkroom just to get players going, even if it's a server. So I'm sure most familiar players are very up to speed with this. But if you're new to the game, or if you're just watching this and are wondering what Minecraft's all about, or just getting going, this is a great machine. Really, a little bit earlier game than we kind of leapt past it a little bit for practicality, but it's a great way, especially if you're going to be playing where you can be AFK, to just rack up some XP and some very valuable resources. We're going to use ours for gunpowder. So let's get the slide out of the way, stop talking about it, and get back to business. So come on, slow cooker, cook fast. One thing that we are going to do now, after all that, I do think it's about time to actually make a quick return to our base. We'll explain and kind of describe where we're at one more time, and then we'll head back down. So for anybody that is joining us and hadn't seen the previous, these are our elevators. One goes up, one comes down. They are columns of water and use mechanics of soul sand and magma blocks to raise and elevate the water. Then just after building kind of a comfortable space to expand from, we have 4 wings off of a central 9 blocks, and these 9 blocks are key. They are going to be the middle of our tower that's going to raise up into the heights there, and the dark room box will be above it. So once we've set all those heights, mobs will trickle down here, calculated such that we should be able to get one-shot kills on most of them as they drop. And yeah, that'll then their loot will fall through the hoppers, go into the chests. We can clean that up. We got a lot of building to do around here, and then a lot of building to do up top. But before we get going, this was kind of an oversight on my part. Let's just put all of this back where it belongs. It wasn't an oversight. We had even talked about it. I would like to go get some furnaces so that while we're here, we can continue to cook the resources in case we're short. I don't know. We've used a lot so far, and these towers and things do take up quite a bit early on, but we still have a lot more to go. And even though it'll only be the outer shell, I would hate to just, get almost done and then have to be back at base sitting around waiting for a cook to complete. All right, this is a good... I was a little worried about not having enough chests anymore, but this is a good one to pick up and take back home. All right, so this is great timer. We'll have convenient access, and again, portals, and now we'll be running a branch out, which probably already is the Badlands branch. You know, we'll just have to make some sides, but we can do one for the lodge here, and then another little spur turn off for our darkroom. And that's always nice to get those. In fact, if I was thinking more, that's what we should have done right now. Oh, did you guys try to swim to me? Well, that's a shame. Now it'll probably take you a really long time to get back, and I won't have to listen to you. But yeah, back home again. It's about a minute or so, which is longer than I'd like. But again, once we can nether that, we'll have no problem breezing through. Now, oh yeah, I'm just picking up. All right, we can do all this. We're gonna need some more chests, I'm sure. Well, that's why we have ender chests. Hi, Pigman. You get to see the real action here. Alright, let's just get these out of the way. We've got plenty back there now, I think. I hope. But those were the ones we'd left down at the bottom, so I think we're alright. Alright, let's take these two. Blue, or teal, and blue. I think it's cyan, actually. Alright, nothing in the top of the white. Alright, just easy. Oh boy. Raw materials into that one. Out of this one. Oh, so much. Sandstone. Now this is just cleaning up, really. We can even leave that one to cook. It's fine. Okay, so red sandstone, not smooth. There's 2 reds, and we're full. I thought we cleaned up all the red sand. Smooth, red, red. Smooth. What? How am I so bad at this? Regular. Smooth, smooth. Sand, sand. Alright, more sandstone. Smooth, smooth. Did we clean everything up? Except for the one trouble piece. Alright. Get a few little... Oh! Don't miss your hoppers. Back in, chest. Oh, what kind of a mess we got here. Red, smooth. Oh, wait, no. Smooth we're keeping here. Red, smooth. Okay, all our various pieces, all these two. I think we still have obsidian in the yellow chest, right? We don't have it here, but I think we did move it. Yeah, enough to at least get us set up on the far end. This end. What I meant. Yeah. Alright, so sorry for the interruption in the building fun. Building being super fun. But I did think it was important to get those brought back over here so that we can have ongoing cooking while we're working on our project here. Out in the distance, somewhere against the setting sun. Somewhere. There we go. Oh! And you're not gonna see a ton of detail, especially when you're going in, but just those little bits. And when we're flying, that will really pick up. And I think the slight little differences there, just kind of, you're going to end up seeing these in your own world so often that it's well worth it to spend a little bit of time to get them set up. So now, I think because we'd already talked about how this is going to be gunpowder, not a full world. Let's go ahead and set up our baseline right here, maybe. Oh, we can still go back across. Good time to kind of monster check the base here. I'm sure nothing's popped up too quick. Alright, so we've now got a future portal set up here in our base area that will allow us quick transfer, and we'll do the exact same thing here. Let's go ahead and note our coordinates. Excuse me a moment here. I don't have that sheet up. Alright, so dark room. It's going to be negative 1053 and 1297. So with those saved off, we can then go back through and link up a portal to this. We won't even light it yet. I just don't want to. I don't want to risk that in backing up or something. I bump into it. Any of that kind of stuff. Don't need that in my life. Before we put that away, though, we should get There's few, and now we're low on obsidian, so we'll have to either work a bit more on the end, pretty good place to do that, or something else. Now, we need... Oh man, I don't have just like a plentiful dump block. Can you make blocks out of wet kelp? Or does it have to be cooked kelp? Come on. I think that's only blocks of dried kelp. Can you build with those though? Can you stack them? This shouldn't be too hard though. We can maybe just pillar our way up. Let's see. I think behind the elevator here is as good a spot as any. So we're gonna be. No. Oh man. Go then. Then another couple hoppers. And then another couple chests. Oh, don't want that though. All right. Oh, can I reach you? Yeah. All right. Now we need. Should we need 4 of these, right? 31 a pop. I don't remember what of any of these were what, but I know that these were the 2, right? And what do we have here? So we got a lot more red. Let's... maybe just... Oh, we can't because we just split it. All right, well... Get in there. Sandstone there. Well, fortunately, we're nice and convenient to the quarry, too. If we need more white, we can just pop over and load up. We still have more red sand? Is it like unsanding? How did I... Sandstone. Smooth. Ooh. Red. Okay. These are all red. No smooth. No red sand. Smooth. 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 Good, good, good. And empty and empty. Alright. Now the sidetrack is getting close to done. But we did get a portal built. That's good. Making progress. It's all good. We'll all get there at the same time. And we didn't even need to make kelp blocks to do it. We do have... What on earth? I didn't click anywhere near that. Alright. These are odds and end blocks. So we did primarily white on red, and again we're doing pretty well on both. What are you doing? Any other random stuff I need to look at? Can this all go here? Get out of my sight. It's going to be the out of my sight box. Decided you two go in the out of my sight box too. Stone, you're close, so watch it. Alright, we've got water's here. I think by the time all's cooked, we're good. We aren't going to even have to worry about random supply. This is all smooth. And if we did, we could certainly go back easily to either place, really. We're not in a crushing need. So let's just build this. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, not there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can't get out. That's a good start. Now, we are going to do... Nope. Okay, so already getting better, but still got some issues. I think take all the time to look and build and plan and tear down and try again. If we set like this, I think I may be too low still. We may be able to get away with it, but where's the bedside? They all look the same. Now, this is clearly a problem, right? You know, imagining creeper feet sitting on this half square, you don't want to be anywhere near that. So now we want to expand. Oh, those red ones break quick. Again, that's why they're not sitting right by the creepers or enclosing them at all. You know, detonation will still take out a few of these blocks, but it'll be a trickling hole with a whole lot of bodies coming out of it, not a crater in our midst. So I think go here. Now that gets us in. And as you can see, it's already better than it was. And then maybe something there. Ooh. Don't forget sides. Whatever you do. Right there. Still too many. What do we need? White full blocks. Okay, I think even there, at the closest little bit, excuse me, even there, we are still just going to be out of range of their visible sight in aggro, and that's exactly what we want. Should we come over here and check, make sure they're still going? Look at that. Almost got another stack. Got a double stack. Always check why your numbers aren't adding up. Okay. So we've got what I believe is safe clearance all the way around the bottom. We are in a good spot when it comes to our situation here. Now, please say I didn't get rid of. Yeah, all right. We want some scaffold. We don't need nearly that much, but better to be set than not. So we're gonna oh, can't. Darn it. Got it. Okay. So we want to get our stack down to 39 from here. So we're just going to keep... Oh, are you kidding me? Now I can't place on the... I got replaced with a block before and just done 24. All right, down to 39. Oh! We went too many. So we need to have 2 hanging out the top. That's to raise up above 24 above these hoppers for a drop. Okay, put that down. Won't need those till we get done. Now I'm thinking this is pretty simple, basic on the color scheme kind of deal, but I think it will be all right. We may pretty up those corners a bit eventually, but not too worried about it really. So let's start with 2. And we got to remember we did 2 red. And remember we have 2 extra at the top. Now, can we... Oh, well, little overlap there, but we can clean. I think it's still quicker. Okay, now, is that 2? 1, 2. So that's our top. Ooh, okay. A little quicker than I wanted, I think. Just make a... Okay, that's good. So, around here... And we don't need... Oh, I goofed all that up. I'm overcomplicating. Oh no. And there were a few misses here. The misses are trouble because you just gotta make sure you don't hit the scaffold on the way up and down. Ugh. Oh, stop it. Why are you so deadly? I could have just gone around in circles here. Still think this is faster than circles. At least it feels less endless. Alright. That was really what I was trying to get to, was getting these tops put in. Because then... Even when I'm just doing it all slow and careful. Alright, there we go. Now. Oh, come on. Alright, that's halfway done though. With the white. I'll give you guys a bit of extra mouse clicking if I do it one at a time and don't have extra goofs. Since it seems to be getting a little dark, remember to light your tops. That was unnecessary, but again, feather falling. we survive much better than the mobs will. Alright, so you guys get the idea here, I would imagine. You can sleep. Can't look up while we're sleeping. I'm going to have a sip, though. This could be a big mistake, but tea in the early evening at least, not late at night. But it's a big bottle, and I may drink it. Depends how this project goes. Alright, what are we doing here? Again, this is just more appearance of support than anything, and since he got out of the tower, you might as well at least do a couple different block types to fill that in. I think. Okay, if you're going functional, you know, this is your beginning of your world, and you need to rush XP for enchantments, and you need those resources. Just build it out of what you got. None of this matters to the mobs. They don't care that it's pretty. I guarantee they're not going to like it no matter how pretty you make it. So don't worry on their account. See, now this is a weird climb of the scaffold. Why am I so shifty? And why then do I fall like a rock? Scaffold still, if you can't tell, it leaves me a little baffled, but it does make this project in particular so much easier. See, that I'm going down controlled in scaffolding, you crazy game. So why 20? Why 24? 24 is important for the spawning on the close end, right? The what is it? The 128 is important on the long end. We don't want any spawnable ground within 128 blocks, and that I don't know how cubically it works. You know, in theory, that would just be what's immediately below our feet here. But all things being equal, that's why I don't want any land anywhere around 128 blocks in all directions at the base and then cone all the way up, right? There's nowhere other than where I leave dark spots that mobs can spawn according to game mechanics. So we are now set here. And this is, we counted up 25, so 24 blocks above the hoppers. And that is the proximity from us at which the mobs will begin to spawn again, right? If you're just playing and you're walking around in a dark cave, you won't have a mob spawn the block behind you, right? You will... you'll see them and they'll come towards you, but there's a kind of a safe radius. And sorry, I'm walking around here. There's a safe radius that protects you from just that, from having a creeper that spawns like a foot behind you and blows you up. That's why first night of a world, if you can't find any torches or any coal or a bed, which is admittedly pretty tough these days, you have that safe range. 24 cancels out that range. So that's where you start to get the maximum spawnability that you can have on the spawn. I don't know. It's it's the range at which you're going to start to spawn up all your mobs. So that's how far we want to be when we're standing here killing from the height where we're going to put the floor of our first mob. And it'll just get a bit higher than that. Oh man, I totally wanted to. It doesn't matter. Now the count is already done. We're good. We gotta find some stuff. I'm gonna do one thing though, just to double check, and I do this in every world, so you're not out there. Congratulations though. I would like y'all to know that the video still has not finished that last 1% of processing. In my humble opinion, that means YouTube has just not told me yet. It is already dead, gone, and failed, and I'm going to have to do it all over again. No, what am I doing? I want to go... So, a creeper, and this is what I just Googled, creeper fall height is what I Googled, and the answer, a creeper has to fall 24 blocks to die, which is perfect, because that's how far if they fell stepping off the edge and hit our hoppers, 24 things, they would take the amount of damage to cancel them out, and boom, you got a dead creeper. Just like if they fall off a ravine high enough up after you shot them with an arrow or anything, anything like that. They fall 24 blocks. That's boom, end of the creeper. We don't want them to fall and die. We want to do that ourselves. So our next, I got to do this all over again. Oh man, why can't you set those through something? I mean, I guess it's a kind of unique situation, but hey, I think that was what we were trying for the first time. Oh man, get up here. So we don't want them to be super dead. we want them to be banged up, but only so much that we can just come in and hit them with our sword and clear out their remaining hearts. So 24, and we'll let them drop a little bit more. Now, in theory, there are a few that as you build level and level and level and level and level, like a layer cake up above this, if they walk right off the corner and don't catch any of the water streams, they can then drop here. They shouldn't take damage, but I've definitely seen just a handful trickle down that will just impact and done. So we'll trust to the ingenuity of... now this is... I forgot. This is such a pain. All right. So we're gonna let them drop again. I think I'd rather swing every time. I'd rather swing at them and have to do more chopping than miss out on the fortune or the... Okay, this is where... Oh, we got to time it. So as you can see, even with feather falling, if I drop from the height of these signs, I still take a good bit of damage. They're gonna be feeling it. But the problem is, I've got to be... we're just gonna do this. I think this is what I always end up doing anyway. There we go. Okay, so believe it or not, even this gap, these signs will all hold water. So what we're going to do, and we don't have it on us yet, so we're going to get back on our scaffold. We're going to break this block and only that block. And come back down. Maybe for illustrative purposes, I don't know that this will or... Oh, no, it can't now because I got a sign in front of it. So no, we won't be illustrating. We'll just look at it from above once we get up there. Okay. Oh, you're not done yet. What did I do with all those? Now, I've had a couple. I think we're just going to start here. So I think this is the 2 is the magic number here. And I've seen people do better, but I get the feeling at certain times that the creepers actually get stuck and float in the water, even though it's not a full block. It's just a flow. Ooh. Okay, now we gotta kind of balance. Oh boy. Okay. I guess that didn't have to be quite so difficult, but it felt very difficult. All right, so the water is flowing mostly that way. Everything is coming from those 2 sides, so that's where we're going to want to put it. It's going to try to push us that way too, so, and that should even us out. So now we got water across. They fall down from whatever height. This is a water break. It stops them, but they shouldn't be able to float in it. They will just slip on through, and then without any scaffolding below them, they'll just zoop, plop, and right on down through. They may try to hop here for a little bit, but I think, you know, eventually whatever they get knocked through. So I think 2 is the trick there. I don't know. In the past I've done like the corners, but now that makes infinite sources, I think that fills in all the water, and then they can just bob there for a long time and be set. Now we can do this. Maybe they can too, just in the center block, but I don't know of another way to get it covered. I guess you could do just 1. What happens if we take 1 back, other than we have trouble landing? See, I think you can still stand, but we'll try a one bucket block. Let's see, now it's nighttime. And that's part of the thrill of this build, this particular build. One, it's so accessible early game, and it's real basic. Just, you know, build a platform, come up here, make something up above everybody else. That's why that was 2 stacks high, right? Again, this height is 2 full stacks, 64 times 2, or 128 blocks above sea level. At the sea, there's nothing, because I don't like to deal with it. So we checked the distance to, it doesn't look, any of those islands around the outer edge, and those were all at least 128 blocks away. So we've got a wide range of nothing spawning around here. 128 up, that's the level that we're going to kill at. Actually, 1 more to climb up. So factor that in, but then 24 above this sword swinging height is what we want to set up there. Then we go up to 24 for the spawning purposes. We come back down a few blocks. It doesn't have to be perfect, just back a few so that they can all fall through. You can water break them, so if they do fall off the very top, they'll still get stopped and have a chance for you to kill them instead of just becoming a paste on the bottom of your deal. So we now should have 2. Put that into that, and just put that into that. Those are all good. We need one more red full block, and we need one more white half slab. Again, you know, check your corners, and there's just a point where they may just see you if you crouch down, you know, and if you come all the way in here and crouch down, well, sorry, you can't be saved from being stupid. Don't do that. Bad idea. But for the rest, you know, I don't think I want that there. It looks gross. Nope. Now the question is, have I built this room? I realize as I'm like, you know, replacing cosmetic stuff, am I the one that's being stupid? I think I'm pretty safe. But there's always something you wanna worry about. But just, you know, come in. Don't push your belly up to the bar, otherwise you're in trouble. And that's the difference. Some people won't do a 3x3 here. They'll funnel things down to either just a one block wide or a 2x2 tunnel. That's safer. You can't get to this point of looking up because, you know, here's Mr. Creeper's head right about here, so you got a lot of clearance. But as long as you're keeping them within eyesight, and again, you're gonna be mowing through these guys, and you're gonna be moving around the sides pretty quick. So for me it works, but it's good to talk about right now before we really get. Well, we don't need signs anymore. We're done with those. We probably don't need chests. We got all the ender boxes. And, oh, we will need one more water. Let's go get that. This is really just an excuse for me to drink some more tea. I wasn't holding down my shift key. I was too excited about the tea. I forgot. It really does speed you up a bit, especially when your whole point is just to go get a bucket of water. And then spacebar on the way back up. Whee! It is a pretty... It's slow compared to portaling, but it's a pretty darn efficient way of getting up and down. Beats scaffolding and ladders by a long shot. So, okay, now the next piece is, remember that we were setting our scaffolding on that block, and that block is one higher than this. So this time we need 26 scaffolding to reach up to our heights. So. Well, we started with 45, so we need to get to 19 now, right? Anybody? Let's go for 19, see if that works out. Okay, now we'll trade out those. Keep that. We don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Need probably 2 stacks of each of those. And then it looks like we need a bunch more red. And some more white. oh man, I hope that... I always get very... But again, even if we're cutting corners there, we're not seeing above half of that red block. So I think we're pretty safe. The only way that we get to the point is when we're in the danger. And you just gotta, when you're crouching, you're in the danger zone. Don't mess around, and you'll be fine. Now, what what did we do up here? I should... White, white. Red, white, red. Because this we just want to replicate as close as possible. So... And it doesn't have to be quite as big, but we want it to... Oh, can I stick this to... Do I have to do another one over there? Oh, man. I forgot. Usually I make a post. Can I inch? Ooh. Okay. Can I stick this to you? It doesn't even want to be that. What does it want to be? White. What am I doing with buckets of water? The guy dangling on the top. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. White, white. Red. White. Red. That became 3 white. And I know the red is really orange. Okay, now... No snacking while we're up here. Oh, actually, let's just put it down here. That's better. Just in case. Red. 1. Oh, and that's the outer edge of our deal, which doesn't matter because nobody can see that row anyway. So good. That just gets absorbed by the tower. Perfect. So now these differ a little bit. Not the center part is still totally the same. These are going to be our water channels for the to carry all the creepers into the chute. And I should have a bed. Long term, I should really have a bed up here. Alright, did I count everything right? Like so. Okay. Let's... Oh. There's always a problem with torches. Okay. Don't fall. Don't fall. Wouldn't probably be fatal, but just don't fall. Okay. Woo! And of course, it's the one that we still need that was on the torches. There we go. One more coming here. That's a very lopsided. Okay, now we got some deciding to do. This time, I think we're going to start. You know what? Before we do any of that, let's just flesh out our little base of operations up here. And this can... Where did you come from, Skelly? That's not cool. Making me double check all my stuff. What we really want out of this is just enough space. They must be like on these walls or something. Whatever. Not a big deal. Just enough space to be clear of these edges as we build up. We don't want to be accessing through the center of the water chamber. We want to be going on to the various floors, or more importantly, we want to be leaving from those floors. So we just need, a couple. We can kind of narrow this down. Once we get all this set, and with wings and all that, it won't matter. But for building it, huge help. And I don't know that usually I leave them, honestly. I think they look all right. But we certainly won't leave the scaffolding, right? If we found we had to get back up there, then we could certainly take action. But I don't anticipate a whole lot of that. So we'll maybe do a bit of this. And then we'll just do our same railing around. And I think that'll work. No need to short on the torches up here. Okay, so then, with the exception of the scaffold, which sadly we can't get by without, we'll just rail all this up. This is going to be our wall line. So it can actually hang the one lower and be a transition. If we were to tear this down, we'd want to clean everything but that up. Okay, and then just to make sure we bang our head every time we come up here and can't make it through the hole. I'll do that. All right, so now, and I think actually now that I've done that, I'm going to need to switch these to... Well, maybe not. Let's start here. This is another figuring it out as I go. First section will be slow, then hopefully we'll speed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well that is our... Oh yeah, because this whole wall is going to be an outer edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't forget I'm working at night here. We'll go red around. Not you. You now. Oh, not there. Oh, come on. We got spiders. We got all kinds of stuff. Oh, I bet it would. Did I ever finish the carpet down there? I don't know. That doesn't quite have the contrasty pop I was hoping for. I'm not gonna hide it. Okay, how about this? We do that and that. That and that. We may have to go, by the way, we may have to go pick some of these up. I mean, they're not that precious a resource, but for the purposes of the build, we don't have a whole bunch. I think that'll work. We're still going to have these stripes. That'll keep those from just getting chewed up as we go. Let's get back around. kind of nice if all those those mobs down there would despawn. I'd be alright with that. Alright, then we're doing a red. So weird that, again, it's orange. Like burnt orange, but not, certainly not a red. Alright, now this is the critical part. We gotta make sure that those align with each other, or with the other corners. So it's always going to be red inside and outside, and then the yellow's parallel. Then we can extend this. Okay. How's my sun time coming here? Get it? Reds. Okay, we're almost 3/4 of the way done with the hardest part. And that's the setting up part, then it's the remembering part. Okay, outside, inside, and along the sides. Alright, then red is around the outside. No. Not what we're doing here. Totally lost count. And then this comes around the outside final edge. And there we go. Now comes the tricky part, and I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with it, honestly, yet. I this. No, it's not the tricky part at all. As long as you don't forget to fill in the stupid pattern. Oh, man. I almost walked right off that. All right. Inside. Outside. Gold, gold. All right. Everybody's now done, right? Keep checking. These are all temporary. And one over here. Okay. So, the real challenge is each floor, the first floor is 4, which would be half of this. And then the next, once they get going, there's 3. There's a layer, there's 2, and then the top of the next layer is the bottom of the next, and we're putting trapdoors across the top. Some half slabs to keep spiders out. So, while we're doing that, we need to figure out how many floors and how much space. If we do 4, then we've only got another 3 to redo our pattern. And I think we want more than that. 2 floors is not going to cut it. I think that there's some limiting returns the further you go away from yourself, how often they spawn, but we definitely want lots of area. Although, I don't know, if we did a rim, how many more do we... The spawning, the best part of the spawning is that they're going to walk on trapdoors and not realize that they're not full blocks and fall into the water and go. That's the base mechanism for getting them into the hole, right? The spawning is easy. You just have a dark room and they spawn because it's Minecraft. I've always gone at least 3 levels, and I'm wondering if that does anything for us other than dilute where they all spawn. If they're all forced to spawn in these 4 boxes, in theory, and this is more based on Enderman where you can see them spawning, in theory, they should spawn quicker, but I don't know that that's how it works in the overworld. I think more floors is better still. I don't think we're gonna get to. Well, we might get to cap though, and maybe that's what keeps them from falling as quick, is they have more free space to wander. If you just jam them all in there, they're gonna be kind of pushing each other off the edges, and once it's up to speed, it'll be running quicker. So let's do two floors. This will be a lot quicker than I usually build. What we'll basically do is replicate this pattern out with just the block. If you're looking at it from below, you get 1 block of red. So if we're looking at it from the side, you're going to have 1 block of red as well. But we're going to have to split that out. I didn't go get the dang bed. Oh, man. Go. Down is easy. Whatever. Go to bed. Oh, there's still a spider in there. As long as there's no creepers. No creepers, please, no creepers. No creepers? Bring you with bed. Alright, do we need more stuff? Probably. In fact, now that we're up there, bring all the stuffs. Man, that's not very many of those. I don't need those stuffs. Do need both of these. Don't need these anymore. No, we do need those. Whew. Let's go. Am I missing anything? Why am I not? Oh, wait. Don't need those. We got loads of torches. Don't even need that many of them. Those are expensive, but I don't know if we're going to use a whole lot more of them, right? Maybe just some cosmetically. Okay, this is a fit in the box. If I fit in that box, then if I don't move at all, I should come up through the hole. Oh, look at that. That looks awesome. Alright, so now let's shulker parade it. White. So these are the sandstones. The terracotta might as well go there. Those will be all of our like outer wall stuff. And these are going to be our internal. Oh man, I should have brought. Now I'm going to end up making a making a crafting table after all that anyway. That's okay. These are both jammed, right? So then we can put Enderman there, Ender chest there. Just drop that in. Alright, now stack you guys. Oh man, it's so tight. I think we're good. We need 18, 20. So 80 red. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Allowing for me to forget stuff that's vitally important or something, but I think we're pretty good. So we are gonna go. Nope. Boy, now I got a mess. Gotta get back into the habit here. 3 there. This is gonna be a nightmare to try to figure out. And how do we do? I guess it's just gonna have to be the one closest on the bottom to the corner is red. The top to the middle. You know what? I got an idea. Got an idea. We're good at this whole screenshot stuff. Right? I may need that a lot. Red. Red. That's easy. I don't even have to count. Just auto run it. One, two, three. Okay, now we get to put some dirt. all the dirt we can hold right now. And this will by far be the worst to get started, but then once it's going, good. Everybody remember the pattern, right? We've done white, we got red, white. In fact, maybe I should do this a little smartly to get started. Okay. Oh! I really thought I was going to fall to the water, which would have been better, I think. Speaking of which, do I have a bunch of blocks down there? Oh, I think it's been way too long, right? Yeah. So, falls of 24 plus blocks really hard. Also, in fun news, when you make a big canopy, you darken everything, even in the middle of the day. So watch out for that. Okay, so I did fully carpet that, so I don't think everything was spawning there. But again, it gets dark. And we don't want nasty surprises, so we'll just drop a bunch of torches. Hope to minimize impact here. And we saw some zombies back here. I don't know where they were all popping up from. Look good? Ooh, getting close. Let's see. I mean, it's like an awful color palette, but awesome. Awesome. All right, so more dirt. Now carefully trying not to launch ourselves into space. Need you, dirt block. Don't you go jumping off. All right, one block done. Now it gets trickier. White, 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 reds. All right. And then this one will be trickier too, because it's, I think this is going to be our scaffold hole. Seems like a good scaffold hole kind of place. Just use it all up. Okay, did I already put those over here? This is so backwards from how I should be doing this. What do we normally do? There, 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 there. Why does that look so funky? Am I the only one that see it? Looks like all these are just levitating in that dirt pattern. I don't like it. Scary. Alright, Whatever. Oh, man. Come on. I see stars. I decided to start sipping my tea before I went to sleep. That way, it'll be the same. Okay, that out of the way. Get you out of my life. All right. So in one way, this is horribly annoying trying to get all these in. But it's also important for the water and everything else. And the great part is that by the time we're actually like sealing in this floor, we'll actually have a good part of our pattern done. And then it'll just be a matter of mapping it up or mopping it up. And if we have to, we'll just do some decorative rows of the red and white sandstone at the top. Not the end of the world if it isn't all lined up. I think we'll get the picture, but I kind of a giant for science. How does this compare to my memory of other darkroom spawners when it gets going? So this is the white. Ooh, and then this is the first of 6. Good luck keeping count of all those. Don't forget the corners. I forget the corners over there, probably. Alright, then we can do that little one around. Time for more dirt. Let's not leave the one remaining hole open. I can guarantee where I'll end up. All right. White. Red. No. Dirt. Dirt is what we want now. Even more important to put up the dirt safety barrier. Now that you're elevated across above everything else, just drop in like a rock. Like I said, feather falling, one of the really, really vitally important enchantments when you're playing hardcore. Again, this is all hardcore. For anybody just joining, maybe just catching a darkroom spawner build, you're looking for a bit of a guide, something to kind of answer your questions about how it goes together. Welcome. Thanks for tuning us in. Hope you enjoy. This is a hardcore world, and we do everything on camera. And I apologize. I understand sometimes that's tough. If you want to see, just get the gist of how a darkroom spawner works, and you just, okay, that's what I'm doing, and then you want to see the result. This isn't going to be the stream for you. I mean, please hang out. You're welcome to, and you're welcome to fast forward along and see how it turns out. I'm assuming when this video is up, most of the work will be done. And they'll come up pretty close times. But yeah, here we show all of it, so you don't have to wonder, hey, you know, what happened in that one where it looked like you were out of dirt or something? You know, what'd you end up doing there? It's already laid out. Okay, now I've done it though. I've committed myself to trying to replicate the pattern by memory. Oh no, not there. Oh no. The orange. Okay, so this we will finish up and around. Or one more yellow. No spots for those to spawn. Let's go ahead and do all the rest of these now. And then we're going to have to do trapdoors. Which means I should probably go get chests from downstairs. Let's see them. Alright, now, believe, am I doing that right? I think it has to be on these outer edges. If not, then they have room to consider the trapdoory space, and they'll have room, right? There's one way I think it works, and there's one way I think it doesn't. I think this is the right way to make it work. It may not even matter. It may be no big deal, but these all get pinched in along the walls. The trapdoors get extra covered. And I think that leaves us in good shape for spider prevention. So next step before we get into trouble, let's go get that crafting bench. For now, we can make another one later. Actually, much easier because we'll have a ton of logs, I'm sure, or planks. Just bouncing around extra. Anything else here we don't need? So we're gonna get that. The logs are upstairs. Oh, looks so good. Remember the pattern. Remember the pattern. It's so important to remember the pattern. Okay, now we need a whole wagon load. What's going to be our term for the number of trapdoors we need? It's a lot, I can tell you that much. Want to watch wood disappear? Insto presto. There we go. All your wood is gone. And might as well make the last turn there. Now, try to store a bit. So this is good. You know, we got a few stacks there of trapdoors. We should be off to the races, right? Wait until we start covering the ceilings. They go so fast. So we are... Oh, man. Oh, reasons to not put the half slabs in before the trapdoors, apparently. I mean, small consolation. At least we're not trying to do it after the water is flowing, because any slips then could be, if not fatal. Oh man, it's already dark. That's what I was talking about, that night sky. It's tough up here. If you're looking the wrong direction, the moon's already up, the stars are shining, you don't even know it. What are you talking about? It's just bright evening time. No. Alright. This one's going to be kind of slow. I apologize, because with these slabs, we just got to precisely aim at quarters of blocks, and then once we get over here, we can just walk on the edge and still miss. Ah, dang it! Stop it! And even when you're crouched, you can't regulate which. Oh man, I bet we went. No, we were at an hour and a half, right? I'm so worried now. How far over have we gone? This is why these building projects do not work well for me in recording. 142. We can get the rest of these traps up, I think. But we got to stop then. All right? Go team. We're going to stop when we get okay, away from the half slabs. And we shouldn't even need to move. It's just that easy. And then if we come over here, we do the same thing. You get one more. Just aim them carefully. Don't overthink it, you know, just fly casual. Oh, I bet we can do the buckets too, right? Because, whoa, seriously? I'm not even... Half slabs, and why we hate them. Alright, we got a good start. Let's do the water. As good a time as any. And then we can be done carrying around the dumb buckets too. What? No, no, oh man. Don't do me like that. I tell you, these slabs, I don't know that I've ever had to deal with the half slabs before when I put in the water, but don't do that, alright? If there's a tip to learn from this activity, it's get your water before you do these do everything before these stupid half slabs. No! Stupid half slabs. Oh, man. I tell you what, I'm ready for this break, people. Are you kidding me? 1 water. 2 water. Now, go back to the axe, because that's the only thing we can hold on to that won't place or otherwise derail this insane little challenge. All right, now we have got water flowing through our spider-proofed darkroom spawner project, and only the cool kids that watch are going to get to see what the awesome pattern is. The other people won't get to see it because that's not going to be the thumbnail. Oh no, it's going to be the one that shows our current progress. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up. I'm back. I can't let it go tonight. It's been a lot of play sessions, but man, oh man, am I enjoying it. Oh no, that was the wrong button. Slide. Black screen. You guys don't want a black screen. You want a thank you screen, because I really do appreciate you guys jumping in here, checking out all the content. I hope you continue to enjoy it. Please consider leaving a like or thanks in the thanks. I'm reading my own slide. Consider leaving a like or a comment to let me know what you think of the build. What do you do with darkroom spawners, and kind of what, have you built them before? Have you died spectacularly? I know I got stories left and right so many times getting used to this. But I hope you're enjoying the build, and I hope the creativity part of it kind of resonates. If some people have always just made the box, maybe go throw a laminate on it if you've been living in your world for a few years or something, and you've been looking up at that dirt or cobble box for a long time. You're like, man, use some scaffold. If you got bamboo, grow up a bunch of scaffold and go up there and just plaster the outside with decorative box. And you can. It doesn't have to be geometric like mine. It can be faces or emojis or whatever. Anything that you can dot art out, you can set up there. So for now though, go on out. As usual about this time, it's getting nice and dusky for me, so I'm gonna take one more walk out under the fading light and see if there's any cool wildlife or anything around. Then I'll be back to hopefully knock out the rest of this this build project for us. So you guys take care of yourselves and one another. Keep moving, and we'll see you back here next time. Be awesome. Bye.